Hey train friends, and welcome back to another Lionel catalog review. This one is for the 2025 October release. And Lionel says this is the third and final installment for the 2025 version 2 catalog. So what that means is basically they took the version 2 catalog and split it up into 3 releases that we've seen since July, September, and now the October release. And I really don't like it. I'm going to explain why in just a moment, but first of all, thanks so much for watching PGH Train Fanatic today. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you already haven't, and leave a comment in the section below. Let me know what you think about my review. Let me know what you think about everything. Lionel, prices, go for it. Leave it. Feel free to say whatever you like. We have to hear from everybody, right? That's the only way we improve. So let me explain here. First of all, I don't like this triple release thing because you don't know what to order from July to September to October. So back in September, I could have seen something and I'm trying to budget, and then now I see something in this catalog and I'm like, I don't even know. Everybody thinks that. It just doesn't make any sense. It's not feasible and it's not really friendly to your buyer. That's my 2 cents. So take it or leave it if Lionel hears this. All right, let's get going. We can see a nice blueprint of a steam engine there. Looks pretty good, right? What is it? First of all, we got the table of contents. All right. And then first up is the K4 brass hybrids. And this is a completely new product. And these look absolutely amazing, for sure. It says they are 22 inches in length and they operate on 060 curves. They're going to have whistle steam. And if you're not sure what a brass hybrid is, so it's a brass locomotive with a die-cast frame. And it does have like a die-cast tender. You'll see the pilot version here in a little bit. But what's more notable of these is that just the tolling is very different. You can see there's like a semi-streamlined look here, almost like a de-skirted version of a torpedo K4, which is pretty cool. And then down below, there's even another one here. This is the post-war version, and that looks really great as well. You can see it even has a unique shape to the smokestack there. And then down on the left, there is another pre-war version as well. You can see the price of these come in at $2,099. So it takes a hefty blow if you want to get a K4 brass hybrid, that's for sure. But I'm sure it's an amazing locomotive with amazing details because it is going to be a brass hybrid. Moving along is another brass hybrid, and this one has the smoke deflectors. And boy, I'll tell you what, that engine looks absolutely fantastic. If I was to get a brass hybrid, that would be the one I would choose. And I just love the look of the smoke deflectors. And yes, the smoke deflectors are actually prototypical. Some of the K4s did wear them. So if you didn't know that, now you know. All right, and then down below, check this out. We have some aluminum 18-inch passenger cars. These are like the Fleet of Modernism look. And those look absolutely phenomenal. I sort of wish I didn't have a couple of these sets already because these look amazing. However, you can see the prices there are a little hefty, but they are, I'm sure, very nice cars being aluminum, and you can even get a Station Sounds diner there. The cars are 19 inches in length. They do require 054 curves. They have LED lighting inside. Also, just wanted to touch base back on the K4 brass hybrid. Whoops, sorry. K4 brass hybrid has force coupler, kinematic couplers, and road specific details along with everything else I mentioned, like the whistle steam and the diameter of the length, I should say, not the diameter. All right. Also 4-digit addressing. Okay, I gave a little sneak peek there by accident. Next up are the pilot versions of the K4 brass hybrids. And you can see here that all of the gold color is where the brass is at, and you can see down below where it's silver. This is like the die-cast parts of the locomotive. and I'm sure it's going to be very detailed, like all these little pieces and details in here and up around the front of the smoke box. I'm sorry, the front of the boiler would be very detailed, and they look great. So you can see there's 3 different versions of the pilot, and then on the right hand side are some more K4 brass hybrids, and these are the fantasy schemes. You can see here is a Tuscan one with like a low E striped scheme and a tender, and you know, honestly, it looks good, but I'm gonna be honest here, guys. I'm kind of over like fantasy schemes. Just me personally. I don't know. Just so much of them, it's overkill. They do look great. Like this green one with the stripes on it looks fantastic, but you know, I want the prototypical one if I'm gonna get one of these things. And the one down below is also really nice with the red stripe on it. Again, fantasy, very nice engine. If you like it, go for it. All right, and then next are these special K4 brass hybrids. We have a Polar Express in that really nice light blue and like a burgundy color with the gold trim, and that's a really great looking locomotive. The only thing that I'm actually sort of surprised with is they did a K4 in the previous run in 2011 that had, I don't know if it was actually 2011 or not, but when they did the Polar Railroad version. So I'm sort of surprised that this actually says Polar Express. I would have expected to say Polar Railroad, but maybe I'm just used to the way it used to be. Down below is the America Legacy K4, and that also looks fantastic. All right, so next are the Diecast K4s. And yeah, that's right. So there's not only one type of K4, there's a second type of K4. This one is a little bit different. This comes in priced at $1,499. You can see this is a really nice looking, like a pre-war version right there with the nice gold wheels and the stripes on the tender. And then down below, there is another one there. That's the number 5495. A little bit of a different tender on the back of that one. And on the right, there's the number 8 and the number 1433. These also do have whistle steam, road-specific details, the kinematic drawbar, and the drop plate. The force coupler, they are 22 inches in length, and they do require 060 curves. So here's another thing. These are completely retooled boiler and frame. So what I've been told is the previous run of K4s from 2011, which we'll look at here in a second. I have a little surprise. So the 2011 version had a little bit, it was stretched out just a tiny bit to accommodate the motor and I guess the whistle steam smoke generator. So these ones are retooled. They were able to fit it back in and appropriately size the locomotive. So yeah. Anyways, these are $14.99, a little bit, you know, less hurt on the wallet. And then here is the Pride of Altoona, the 1361, and that's going to be a popular one that gets ordered. I already have a 1361 from the previous run, and I'm very happy with it. So I don't know if I'll personally get a 1361, to be honest with you. I just don't see the need of having two. Anyways, then down below there's a number 5497, and then also a 3750 as well. So here, real quick, I'm just going to show you this. So this is the 1361, the new one, obviously. And we're going to go back to the last time Lionel ran K4s, which was in 2011. And keep in mind, these are now $1,499 going back to 2011. Here it is, the K4, and it is $899. And I don't have it to show you, but there was a quick calculation that I did for inflation, and inflation would put these locomotives somewhere around like $1,150 in today's world as far as inflation goes. So you're really not staying in the same realm of like price range for these locomotives. They're really making you pay for that retooled K4 and all the new features and things. So yeah. And then here is a better look at the actual first run 1361. There's the length of the boiler, so keep that in mind here for a second, and then we're going to go back to the catalog. So in the catalog, it looks, I guess, slightly shorter. Hard to tell. But anyways, food for thought. So let me know what you guys think about the new K4s. And before we go into a new subject, we're not done with K4s. There is an amazing and impressive Broadway limited set, and it comes with this beautiful pre-war K4 with the gold wheels and the really nice striped tender, and all of the Pullman passenger cars with the chocolate colored roofs and the I don't know what you want to call those. It's like a mossy green color trucks and bottom on those. So I'm probably not saying that color correctly, but anyways, this set is pretty cool. It comes in at $3,199 with 6 passenger cars, and here are all 6. Now, 4 of these 6 cars have sounds in them. You have the Station Sounds Diner car, the Sleeper Sounds Pullman Times Square car, a Pullman Zeno over here, the Pullman Rock Demonces, I don't know if I'm saying that right, and then the Lounge Sounds Combine Liberty Cap, and then the Lounge Sounds, whoops, oh gosh, sorry guys, and then the Lounge Sounds Federal House Observation car. So, and there it is right there. There's the observation car. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know how you're going to control 4 cars, the sounds in all 4 cars. I mean, I know that they're going to clickety clack on their own, but I don't know. So, I mean, with that said, though, honestly, the set's pretty darn cool. I wouldn't mind having it myself. All right, so I kind of accidentally skipped forward there for a minute. Here are additional Broadway limited passenger cars that you can get for the set. And that's always nice to know, because if you want to have additional cars and make your train longer, you have the option to do it. Very nice. And then we have a Southern Pacific overnight freight set. And this set comes with a Southern Pacific AC9. You can see it there in the black with the orange trim. Looks like a nice Halloween engine, doesn't it? I don't even know if this is prototypical or not. So if you can somebody correct me? I know that overnight was like a real deal, but was there an AC9 actually painted like that? I really don't think there was, to be completely honest with you, but correct me if I'm wrong. You can see it comes with all these freight cars. It looks like there is a Freight Sounds box car. The rest of the cars do not have sounds except for the caboose. The caboose is a Vision caboose, so the caboose will have sounds. And this set is $2,999. The set length is 100 inches and 3/4 exactly, and it requires 72 curves because of that big, gigantic articulating locomotive. Pretty darn cool. All right, and next up are the rest of the AC9s. And you can see on the left-hand side, we have the more astute and proper-looking Southern Pacific AC9s and their black paint schemes. And then on the right-hand side, we have the Daylight, and the Daylight looks fantastic. Then there's a Southern Pacific Golden State. Here we'll zoom in on the Golden State and the Daylight. Pretty nice. There's the Golden State. And there is the Daylight. Again, these are $2,299. They are 32.25 inch length, and they do require 72 curves. Now, the cool thing about these locomotives, it's sort of Vision-like, is they have 3 speakers in them. It says 3 speaker sound. So, I guess there may be a speaker in the boiler, which that's pretty cool, to be honest. I almost forgot about the Lark paint scheme at the bottom as well. All right, and moving along, more AC9s. We have the Denver and Rio Grande AC9 with that green in the boiler. Then we have the very green Southern Legacy AC9. Boy, that is green. And then there is a Delaware and Hudson Legacy AC9. Very nice. And this Western Pacific AC9. And I'm almost 100% sure that all these are fantasy schemes. I don't know my AC9 history, but I would be willing to bet. I know for sure that the bottom two are definitely fantasy schemes. I'm pretty sure that Denver Arena Grand is too. Anyways, I mean, they look great. Again, I've kind of had enough of the, fantasy schemes, but they sell. People like them. Go for it. Buy what you like. Next up are rolling stock items. Here are the PS1 box cars, and they really want $120 for a PS1 box car. Yes, that's right. And there's Chesapeake and Ohio. These do not have sounds either. Whoops, sorry. A Canadian National, Great Northern, Rock Island, Nickel Plate, and M and St. Louis. Minneapolis and St. Louis, sorry. All right, here are some more box cars. These are single sheath, that's a tongue twister. Single sheath box cars. Try to say that 3 times real fast. And these are a little bit more appropriately priced. These are $89.99. And actually, these look pretty nice. There's a lot of different colors and paint schemes you can choose from. Very nice. Moving along is, wow, look at this. This is so cool. The Lion Chief Plus 2.0 Jet RDCS. And wow, I mean, these look so cool. It does say that there's going to be a lighted rocket exhaust effect. So I guess there's lights up in these rockets. And I'm sure the New York Central is probably going to be the most popular one because that was the railroad that actually built a prototype of this rocket car. But the Santa Fe War Bonnet is also very nice. And you know me, Mr. PRR King, yeah, I like that Pennsylvania one a lot, and I probably will go for it. So yeah, maybe that may end up on the railroad one day. By the way, these are $579.99. Let me zoom in on the PR a little bit better than that. And it looks like it almost has like a yellow tint in the windows. I don't know if that's done purposely in the image or not, but that'd be kind of cool if they actually come like that. So these operate on 036 curve. They're only 10.5 inches in length. Those are actually like the size of I guess a traditional size box car. Or not box car, a passenger car. I'm sorry. These do have the Lion Chief 2.0, so you can run it with your Legacy remote or in the Cab 3. Basically, it's equipped with TMCC, or you can operate it conventionally. You can also lash it up with other LCC locomotives and command control. It has speed control. It does have 5 different horn pitch levels and bells and crew talk and all that fun stuff. So these are pretty cool. And next are some other jet cars. We have the Looney Tunes on the left. That's really cool. And then on the right, we have some Star Wars items. We have the Mandalorian Jet RDC. Check that thing out. And then there is the Boba Fett RDC car. And man, that thing looks super cool. How it's like weathered and like, kind of rusted looking. That's super neat. I really like that one a lot. I'm sure that one's going to be very popular. Here, let's zoom in on the Looney Tunes one too. You can see there's figures in the windows and yeah, the Roadrunner. So that's pretty cool too. There's a neat Ewok box car on the right hand side. I love the Ewoks from the Star Wars movies. All right, and moving along, we have some trolleys. We have a United States Railway Post Office trolley, And then American Celebration trolley. The trolleys are, where are they at? Why doesn't that say the price? Oh, it does say the price, $184.99. They're LED lights. Then on the right-hand side, we have an Area 51, what is it, the Lion Chief Phantom locomotive, and that thing looks pretty cool. It has like a bright lime green paint job, and it looks like it has some purple underglow LED lights, and you can get add-on coaches. And I wish when they did the Star Wars Phantom locomotive that they would have offered coaches like this for it. I think it was in the last catalog, if I'm not mistaken. Like, why didn't they offer coaches for those engines? It doesn't make any darn sense. Basically, they want you to buy all the individual cars, is what I'm getting at. All right, so next up are some Halloween items. We have a Halloween Legacy AC9. Look at that thing. Man, that is interesting. It has like some purple and orange details, and looks like a howling coyote on the tender. And I'm sure that the locomotive is going to have some sort of howling coyote whistle in the midnight howl. So anyways, yeah, you can get that. And then there's some aluminum passenger cars that you could pull behind it as well. Very neat. And it looks like they also glow in the dark. Pretty cool. And next is the Lunar Limited Lion Chief Halloween Passenger Set with Bluetooth 5.0. And I'll tell you what, that's actually a really cool looking set. It comes in priced at $574, and that's going to include, I didn't look to see if it includes the track. Yeah, it includes the whole entire track system for, to complete an oval, a power pack, the remote. So yeah, that's really cool. It looks like the same type of locomotive and passenger cars that they use in the Harry Potter Hogwarts train set. And I love that train set. I actually have a brand new one that I'm going to be reviewing and opening and unboxing soon. So stay tuned to the channel for that. Down below, it looks like there's this really neat hopper that glows and illuminates in green. That's pretty cool. I like that. May have to grab that one. All right, and then next up is some more Halloween items. We have a funeral trolley, and it looks like they're transporting a casket inside of there. That's funny. And then down below, there's a witching yard operating broom factory. Then you have a nice Whispering Rails CA1 caboose and a Transylvania Railroad flat car with pup trailers. And that's pretty cool. I like that a lot. All right, so that pretty much does it here. You can see that this is like a quick advertisement for some HO box cars. First HO scale box cars printed in the USA. And yeah, so that pretty much does it for this short catalog. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments section below. And yeah, don't hold back. Thanks again for watching PGA Train Fanatic. We'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care. My name's Nick. Appreciate it. Have a good night or a day, or depending on when you're watching this. See you guys.